Hello FlossTube, I'm Nicole and this is DDs FlossTube Season 3, Episode 7. Everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. This video is all about cross stitch today, well, my hobby, and I like to share it because my family doesn't like to hear about it. So I each week drop in and show you what I've been working on, what I might have finished, what I've fully finished, some haul, some life stuff, you know, just general chit chat and all the rest of it. So if that is something that you'd like, hey, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon beside it, and then that way you won't miss out on any future posts. And while you're there, give it a thumbs up as well. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me yet again for another great episode, even if I do say so myself. And hopefully we can get some stitching done while you're watching. And yeah, so grab a cuppa, grab whatever craft you got, and we're going to get stuck into it. Now, in the last fortnight, because it's been a fortnight since I last uploaded a video, I do apologize about last week. Time just got away from me. I have had a lot of stuff going on in the background, and I just, to be honest, I didn't really get much stitching done either. I think I had 2 charts, that was it, that I worked on. So I do apologize for that if you missed the video. You didn't miss anything because I didn't upload one, so it's all good. As I said, I didn't work on that much last week, but this week I've managed to get some stitching in. I have worked on 7 projects. I have no FFOs or FOs, so for those that are new here, an FFO is a fully finished object and an FO is a finished object. I'm not swearing at you, even though it does sound like it a little bit. I've had some haul come in as well, and yeah, so we've had some live stuff. Oh, we've also got a winner for our competition as well, and we've got another giveaway for the month of October, although it's only going to be a short one. It's only going to run for a couple of weeks, maybe 3. I might push it to 3. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I did get some stitchy kindness, but I don't know if I can share it yet, and I forgot to ask before I started filming, so I'm going to share it next week. So yeah, I want to just make sure that I've got everything right before I say anything. Okay, so let's get stuck into it. As I said, I worked on 7 projects. I'm going to start with my Stitch With Me, which was a long dog sampler. Okay, this is called Pandemic, and I am up here. I've got heaps to go. I've got heaps to go. So you're going to see this a lot. And I worked on this on my Stitch With Me. So, and I worked on this part here. So I'll finish that motif now. I believe I'm going up ways. I think I started traveling up. I sort of finished the thread off, so well, I'm almost finished the thread off. It's pretty short. I'm just looking on the back. So yeah, I'll probably finish that thread off and head up this way. I don't know. It'll just take my fancy when I start stitching. I'll just start wherever because it'll be a new thread. But it's coming along so nicely. I'm really enjoying stitching on this. I'm using PR068 is the number, and it's the Silks for You. And if you seen the Stitch With Me on Monday, you would know that I showed the hank. The sun was coming in because it was early hours of the morning and the sun was on that side. And as summer comes, the sun comes more into the front room, so I was able to get the true color of it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It looked really good on the camera, so I was pretty happy with that. Now, I think in that Stitch With Me, I was talking about, I talk about books on my Stitch With Me. So I'm doing a challenge at the moment, and the reason that I talk about it with my Stitch With Me, because it is actually a challenge with School of Magical Stitches and literature, and I dropped out of all the, I didn't end up doing any of the cross stitch challenges, but I was doing their reading challenge, which was to read 100 books in the calendar year of 2021. I'm up to book 70 now. 71 maybe, I can't remember, it's around that mark. So I am slowly catching up. I got behind a little bit with all the turmoil that happened in the middle of the year. I didn't get as much reading in, but I am actually catching up a little bit. Now, when I say reading, I am actually using the 3 different formats of reading. So some are audiobooks, some are Kindle books, some are also physical books. So basically, I just, whatever book takes my fancy at the beginning of the month, I have a TBR, which is a to be read, and then I'll just put that on my list, and then I just work through that. I also have a bingo challenge happening in the group at the moment, where every Saturday I roll the dice, and we've got 12 prompts to take us through towards the end of the year. And once a week we roll the dice, and then that way, and whatever that number is, that's the prompt that we go with. So it's numbered 1 to 12 in numerical order, but the roll of the dice will pick it randomly. So far and I talked about that also on my Stitch With Me. So if that's something that you'd like to join in, that's on a Monday. It goes up Monday morning-ish. Sometimes if I'm ahead of schedule, it'll be there Monday morning. Sometimes it'll be around lunchtime. So, and I do that every week. And I just talk about the books that I've read, books that I might be thinking about reading coming up, and all that sort of stuff. So that's something to keep an eye out for. All right, I've also had a challenge going over in the group, and a couple of people are doing this. I haven't done any on this for the last week because I have been, as I said, I've been pretty busy, but I still have managed to get, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there in. So I have been putting up updates in the group, but I haven't done for the past week, and I'm talking about the Prairie Schools Where There Are Bees. Okay, this is so close to a finish. Like, I'm down in this section now. Like, I've just finished the teapot, and I'm heading down into this section here. So basically, that is what the chart's going to look like when it's finished. And I've still got this on the scroll bars, so hopefully I can roll it down with it all coming apart. And I've got threads everywhere, so, but it's a work in progress, people. So there's stuff going everywhere. So I pulled out the sidebars off to roll it up because I'm using it for another one. So you can see here that I've just finished I've got tea, and I think there's another little pink motif in there that I've got to do. And then I'm down on the crowns and underneath the hive. So, and I've just got to put the letter R here. I decided to go with my initials there. So I just picked my favourite, or one that will fit in there out of the ones that I picked. That's the one that I ended up going for. So it's coming along. I'm still trying to do 30 minutes a day. But as I said, time has just got away from me in the last couple of weeks. So I haven't done a lot of stitching on that. All right, the next one that I worked on, and this is for DD Spooktober. So for those that don't know what DD Spooktober is, you'll be able to see this graphic here over on Instagram. It has all the details there and all the rest of it, but we have a hashtag, DD Spooktober. If you follow that, you can see all the spooky stuff or Halloweeny stuff that people are working on. Not everybody posts there. There's diamond painting, there's sewing, there's all sorts of stuff happening. So you can actually use the hashtag for any craft that you're doing that's Halloween related to that. And I do this every year for the month of October. So if you missed out this year, you can always join us next year. You can get prepared and have it there ready to go. So last year I actually did 30 new starts and 1 whip. I had a Halloween whip that I was going, which was Halloween Quaker, which I still haven't put any stitches into for this month. I am a little bit behind. I am going to try and do 2 charts a day to catch up because I wanted to work on every single piece that I have. I am just lucky dipping them out. So I've got to draw. One of my baskets is all full of my Halloween, and I'm just pulling them out at random. So I don't really even have a say in it, but I want to get some stitches in. So one of the ones that I worked on was Halloween and Cross Stitch by Kiri E. Batakiri. And when you seen this last, I had started up in here. And so I had that safety pin, and all I've worked on is this area here. So hopefully you can see this okay. If I put the chart behind it, might make it a bit easier. So I got the witch's hat done. So that's what it looks like. And so the heart is also done as well, so it's filled in. The next bit is that spider, which is just adorable. And then I'll just scoot down here and then work up here, and I'll just go wherever on that. So I've got some stitches into that, so I'm pretty happy about that one. The next one is another Halloween one, which is a Doreen Jones. These are her silhouette ones. I am working on the cat and the owl at the moment. I didn't have much of a start on these, so I'm pretty excited that I have pretty much got the owls almost sorted. They go together pretty quick. I'm actually, as I'm going through, I shelved, okay, start again, words, Nicole. I shelved some of my charts, or basically decided that I just wasn't feeling them anymore. So that brought me down to 21 or 22 from memory. And so that's going to give me 8 days at the end of the month, and I've got a retreat coming up at the end of the month. So I figured what I'd do is take these little ones that are almost finished with me to the retreat and try and get them finished at the retreat, because really there's not a lot to go once the owl's done. It is just pretty much border around it, and the same as the cat. I've pretty much sorted him too. He's actually done. I've just got to add the colour into him. So you can see here, there's the cat. So they don't have much to go. Now these are both stitched on 28 count, and it was a grab bag from Sew It All Australia. And I think the pieces from memory measure 9 inches by 10 inches. So they're great for these little sort of charts like this. And I've got 2 other pieces of fabric in the bag that were in it as well. Just one's like an orangey terracotta sort of color, which I'm going to do the house on, or maybe the scarecrow. I think the scarecrow. And then there's another one similar to this color here that I'll do the house on, but I haven't started those yet, so I'll probably just leave them for next year, but get these ones finished, because these will just roll over every year. And I do work on them during the year as well. I actually finished a couple of the Halloween ones from last year, the smaller ones, prior to DD's Stitchtober. So basically, for the month of October, I work on all the Halloween ones, but then during the year, whatever takes my fancy, I'll just pull that out and work on that. The next one I worked on, which is another Jurian Jones one, this is called Haunting Night. So it basically says, ghosts and goblins, spooks galore, scary witches at your door, jack-o'-lanterns shining bright, wishing you a haunting night. So I started on the last year I started on the border, and I've been just working on the ghost. I've only been getting about an hour into each of these because, as I said, I've been pretty time poor, so that's where we're at. So this is a piece of 14 count Ada coffee tea dyed by me and then baked in the oven, so I've got a bit of the ghost done. This is a pretty quick stitch too. Like when I am stitching it, it's pretty easy to follow along with, and so this will probably come out a little bit more. Another one that I'll probably take to the retreat with me, and then I can just work on it there. The next one that I worked on is another Curie Batakuri, and this is called Halloween in Quilt. Now, when I showed you this in the whip parade, I think I only had like 4 or 5 bits of the border done. I've actually got a little bit more done. I'm up the top here, so I've started up in this corner, and that's where I'm working. I have actually left this in the scroll frame because I want to put some more stitches into this week. I just really enjoyed it. So I've gone across to, on page 1, I've got across to there, and then I've started coming down here. I've done the bat, and I'm about to head down to the top of the house. So before the end of the month, I'd at least like to have the top of the house done. And yeah, and I got this out because I just love it so much, and I just want to get it done because I think it's just going to be a beautiful chart when it's finished, like a beautiful piece when it's finished. And every time I was lucky, like I was glad that I pulled this out when I did, and then I've sort of just left it here because I just want to work on it some more. So I just love her borders and how easy they are. Like, they look really complicated, but they're so rhythmic when you're stitching them. I just get into like a trance, and I counting in my head and all the rest of it, and I just love how they go together. So this is only to the edge of page 1 here, but you can see the bat's just there, so I've still got a lot of the border to go across this one, and I'm working on a 32 count linen. This one is, I think it's cashel linen, I can't remember now, I don't have my whip book in front of me, but I'm hoping to get some more stitches in that. I've sort of left that out. I may end up taking that with me to the retreat as well. The ones that I really want to work on for the last 3 days, I'm just gonna take them with me. And of course I'm working on, which I haven't got any stitches into it this week at all. This is stitching from last week. It was one of the ones that I worked on, which is Red Dragon. I'm stitching, I need to have this stitched up by, I've got 4 years to do it. And I know that seems like a long time to a lot of people, but this is full coverage. So there's over 203,000 stitches in it, and it's full coverage, and I want to have it done by October the 6th, fully finished by October 6th. So that's frame and everything in 4 years time, because that's when my daughter's 21st is, and she had an imaginary friend. I can talk about it freely this week because she's not here. She had an imaginary friend called Red Dragon. That's all he was called. And when I seen this, I just thought, I've got to do it for her. And she loves Jasmine Becker Griffith as well. I actually have another cross stitch called Wicked, Trixie and False, and she said to me when she sent it, she goes, that's mine. because I've used that picture as a profile picture, and the 3 little fairies that are in it remind me of my daughter's personalities. And this one has a blue dress on. She has red wings, so it's actually, it looks like the same fairy. And just the look on her face is Savannah in the morning. So I want to stitch this, and she doesn't know that I'm stitching it. Her sister knows that I'm stitching it, and she thinks it's an awesome present. But then in the next breath she goes, "Don't you do me one," because, and I said, "I know it's not your thing. I know that you don't appreciate it." Like, she appreciates the time and effort that goes into it, but it's not something that she would appreciate on her wall. I've got a little fairy that I'm going to do for her with her initial, and that's is it a Nora Corbett or Mirabilia? One of those ones, and it's a little fairy with her initial, and I'm going to make a journal for her with that, so she'll be able to keep that. And just, you know, she doesn't really write and all the rest of it, but I think if she's got that there, she might appreciate it, and just write down her hopes and dreams and stuff in it, and I'll give that to her on her. And it'll also have a little note in there of my thoughts and all the rest of it, of her growing up, and the, you know, about the woman that she's become and all that sort of stuff. I'll have a little envelope in there. I won't actually write in the journal. And I'm going to do that for both my girls, and also for Mia as well. So I've got to live to at least 500. So, last time you seen it, I put in a new colour. Okay, so we've seen that last time. So that was exciting, because normally it's just this blob over here. I'm almost to a page finish. I know. I can hear you saying you were going to have a page finish by the time the next time. Yeah, no. I am not even going to put that goal out there this time, because I still am very busy. As I've said in past videos, we're in the process of buying my partner's workshop, and we have had issue after issue after issue after issue, and things have not gone to plan, and we are now 2 months from when, well, we're actually a month over settlement. We've got the deposit, like we had the deposit in there. There was an issue with the contract. They filled it out wrong, so then we had to get that filled out right again. So I have been running and driving and toing and froing and all that sort of stuff, trying to get it sorted out. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it's done soon. Because I'm over it. It's interfering with my crafting now, and I'm starting to get over it a bit. Alright, so they are all my whips that I've worked on, and I promise that I will have some more whips for you next time as well. I'm busily stitching away. I'm very busy stitching away. So basically, I have a lot of plans, and as I said, I'm just going to keep lucky dipping out of DD Spooktober. It hasn't gone well for me this year for DD Spooktober, but I'm hoping to catch up a little bit, and then that way I will have touched all of my hiccups, all of my whips by the time the end of October rolls around. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I get a couple of little finishes. They won't be big ones, they will be just little ones. All right, so I'm going to continue working on my daily 30 and getting that all sorted. I have to get a Q-snap for it though, because I've pinched the sidebars for my rolls. So I'm going to take that out and put it into a Q-snap. And then that way it's just there and I can get it done in. And I think that's why I haven't put any stitches in it, because it's just not been readily available. And I don't want to put it in a hoop, because I like working on the bars, and I can sit it on my, it must be in the lounge room, my frame. And yeah, so life chat, I don't have much going on apart from running around for this building, and for Brendan and all the rest. I haven't even been into the truck with him either. I think I went once. Yeah, Sunday. I went on Sunday with him, and that was it. So, like, I haven't really done much in there. Haul is the next thing I've got. Okay, so my lovely friend Michelle, up in Townsville, Shell Trails on Instagram, she got me a birthday present back in August. She got me a gift certificate to 123 Stitch, and so I quickly jumped on there because I knew exactly what I was going to buy, and I got these the Songbird Garden series. So I got 5, 6 and 7. So this is number 5, and I'm slowly collecting them. So that was number 5. 4 was out of stock. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got to get 4. It's back in stock now, so I'm going to go and get that as well. This is number 6. And I think last time I was on, I showed you all the floss that I got. And this is number 7. I love this one. It's so cute. Absolutely love it. So that's Have Faith, Summer Bliss, and Bluebird of Happiness. I love bluebirds because when I was little, I don't know, I don't think people do it much these days. When I was born, in that era, baby bracelets were a big thing. So I actually had, when I was born, it wasn't a christening gift because I was never christened. My mum was quite progressive, I suppose, so to speak, and never christened any of us kids. But we all got a birth gift when we were born. So I think I can't remember what my brother got. I think he got a necklace with, I don't know, one of the protection saints and that from my nonna. And then my sister and I both got baby bracelets and a necklace. My sister, I believe she got a cross and something else. I can't remember what she got, but I got bluebird necklace and a bluebird baby bracelet. So it was a nameplate with a little bluebird on it, and then it had my name on it. And my grandmother, my mum's mum, purchased that for me. And so that's what we got. We all got birth gifts when we were born. My nonna had more control over what she bought for my younger brother and sister than what she did with me, because my biological my father, who I call my dad, isn't my biological dad, so he wasn't sort of on the scene when I was born. But anyway, long story short, I love bluebirds, and I had a baby bracelet, and years ago I had that up until I was like 29, and then my house got burgled and it was stolen. So I had that all that time, and it actually still fitted me, and I used to wear it on special occasions, like when I went to see my grandmother and stuff like that. I always used to wear it. Most of my jewelry that I have worn throughout my life has been purchased by my grandmother. So at 13 we got a golf bracelet. At 5 we got our ears pierced. When I was born I got the bracelet. So when I seen it was a bluebird, I thought and the happiness they do, like, it just makes me happy. So yeah, anyway, that was just a bit of a waffle, but that's that one. I love it. And cherry blossom trees are also one of my favorite trees. My it's not out here, it must be in the bedroom. My daughter actually done me a canvas with cherry blossoms on it. It was one of her first paintings. So yeah, that is probably the first one that I'm going to start. So I was pretty happy to purchase that. And I had a little bit of money left over, and then I added a little bit of money to it. And I've been eyeing these off for quite some time, which these are the little Prairie Schooler cards. So these are, I can't remember what sign. Okay, so they have companion books on them, like 188, 199, 187. But they're little cards, and they're all little Halloween ones. And I just thought that they were super adorable, and I had to have them. That's the size of the chart. Okay, so there's only 2 colors in this. It has so by the looks of it, it's like 45 by 30, it is 37 by 42 roughly. That was a quick count. But I just thought they were super adorable, so I'm gonna stitch these all up for an ornament tree. That only has 2 colors in it. This one has and there's different ones, like there's all different ones in them. So then there's some Christmas ones. So these ones I'm going to stitch up for my daughters, and I'm going to put them into like packs for them for their Christmas tree. And then there's this one. There's a few, and then there's this one, and they are relatively cheap. This one only has 1 color in it. So they have on the front, it says the Prairie Schooler, then it says companion to book 180 All Hallows Eve. The design is part of an exclusive new mini card collection. So that's what it says on the front. Okay. The little egg one is book 84 Vintage Eggs, and that's part of to it's companion to 184. So they're just like little things from their booklets and stuff. And there's like 182, 181, 183. And these are from 2014, copywritten. This one here is Little Red Riding Hood. So it must be just like a little snippet out of the chart, which is cool. I like it. I like that idea. 3 little pigs. That one I'll probably do for Mia. And then Baba Black Sheep. So you can see down there, I'll leave them up a little bit longer so you can see what book it's from. This one, I want to start it now. Leanne, how cool is she? Morgana Stitchy Moon 75 loves witchy things too, so yeah. But how cool is she, Leanne? Like, oh, I know, right? And then there's that one. I want to start that one too. And so as I said, I added a little bit of money to the I can't get these ones out. You might not get to see these ones. I added a little money to the gift certificate so I could get a few extra things as well. But these are cute too. So these are these must be bought by shops to give out as little gifts. This is that one there, and we've got a couple of they're sort of all mixed up. So this one's like an advertisement. See our booklet, our new books. When Witches Go Riding. So these are from 2008, November and December, and Santa and Snowman. So you can see there. They're copywritten on the back at 2000. I can't show you the back because it's got the chart on there. 2008. This one's 2007. And I just thought they were adorable. Like, they'd be perfect to do up as little ornaments for the tree. And they're not going to take long either. And this one, beep. It's a cute little Easter one. Or you could do them up for your dough bowl or something along those lines as well. And this one, a little Santa. So these are all available at 123 Stitch. That would take no time at all. Like, 3 colours in it. There's actually no copyright on that one. Doesn't tell me when it was. A little ABC. USA, that'll be a giveaway. Then I've got some autumn looking ones. This one's done up as a little, what do you call it, napkin ring. It's a good idea. Never thought of doing that. That's a brilliant idea actually. There's that one. A friend is a gift you give yourself. Friend is a gift you give yourself. There you go, yeah. Another little Santa. A little welcome. I am partial to Prairie School. I do like their stuff. I don't have a lot of their stuff though. But these I just thought were adorable. Nice little quick stitches. Turn them into little, you know, ornaments and stuff. Some holly. How cute is that? Oh my goodness. And then lucky last, another Christmas one. There we go. Alright, so they are all of those, and there's a few other ones on there that I'm probably going to go back and have a look and see if I can't get those. But I thought that they were great little stitches that I can do. You know, even like little travel ones, just have them in a little bag, put a whole heap of, and using up my little scraps of fabric and all that sort of stuff. I thought that that would be perfect for that. But that is all of my haul for this week. And so thank you very much, Michelle. I'm super excited that I've got them there now. And I also got some flosses for them as well. So I'll be able to start. And I think I'm going to start with the Bluebird one because that one sort of has a little bit of a, you know, warm and fuzzy feeling to it. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right. So you guys are all waiting to find out who the winner is. Are you ready? The lucky winner of this beautiful project bag or tablet bag is Sharon Littlefield. Thank you so much, Sharon, for entering into the competition. Congratulations, hun. I seen that you have actually filled out the Google form, so I already have your address there. This will be heading out in today's mail, and you should have that Monday, Tuesday. It should get to you. Oh, Western Australia, maybe a bit longer, but it's heading your way. So thank you so much to everybody that joined in the fun for the month of September and telling me all the things about spring that you liked. I tripped you up a couple of times there with the food one. There was a couple of people who went, that is a hard one, but there was lots and lots of entries. There was far too many for me to count, but there was lots and lots of entries, and thank you so much to everybody that entered in. And we do have another competition running for the next couple of weeks. It is a little pin cushion called Queen Bee. It's by Heartstring Samplery. This one is just the pattern. Okay, it's a brand new pattern, never been opened. These are left. I've got a couple of these left over. So a few of you entered into it last time we had it. I do not have the bowl. I think I'm actually out of them. I actually have to get down into the storage for that. So this time it doesn't come with anything. It's just the pattern. So basically all I want you to put down below is tell me what your favorite thing, let me just think. Talk about thinking about it on the fly. You think I would have learnt by 3 seasons into FlossTube to have it all worked out? I would like to know what your favourite thing about October is. Now, I know that people are in the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere, but all I want you to put in there, start your sentence with my favourite thing about October is, and then whatever your answer is. This will be open until the end of October. I will draw this the first week of November, and then we'll have a new giveaway for that week. All right, so my favorite thing about October is, and then write down what your answer is. Okay, but you need to have that phrase. Okay, and then you'll get to win that. It's not a bad little chart. It's a 53 by 53. Okay, this if you're in America, you will probably be able to get this. If you win this and you're in America, you will probably be able to get this bowl. I just couldn't get that here in Australia because it was just far. It was like, whoa, it was going to be so expensive to get. All right, but that is it from me this week. I've covered everything, I think. Don't forget, we have the Buy Me a Coffee link. All the money from that goes back into the channel, whether that be for new equipment for filming or for giveaways. Leave me a tip down below. Thank you to all of those that have already given me a tip, and I do appreciate that. As I said, it all goes back into the channel. And you will see me again next week for another great floss tube, hopefully. I've got more stitching done. And so just basically stay safe, everybody. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And while you're at it, if you've made it this far, I would like you to leave me the little needle emoji in the comments as well. All right, have a great week, everybody. Stay safe wherever you are, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.